Hey, so I'm just going to continue doing the questions from the last video. This question asks us, if the area of a parallelogram is 100, what is the perimeter of the parallelogram? So for this question, we need to know that the area of parallelogram equals the base times the height. And also later on in the question, we need to know that the ratio of triangles is 45. The ratio of the sides of a triangle are 45. Of a 45, 45, oh, not 44. 90 triangle are x, x, and root 2x. And so we know that the area of a parallelogram is base times height, because if we draw a parallelogram, this can simply be, we could cut off this triangle and put it in here to make a rectangle, which is of area of base times height. So we cut off this triangle to make this rectangle. For now, I think this is just an important identity to remember. Okay, so if the base of the parallelogram is 10, let's consider statement 1. And we know that the area of the parallelogram is 100. We know that B equals 10, A equals 100, so H must equal 10. So any parallelogram of base and height of 10 would satisfy this equation. So we could either draw a square or a parallelogram like this, and these would both satisfy this. So statement 1 is not sufficient. Let's consider statement 2. We know for statement 2, we now have no side lengths. So this could be a parallelogram like this, with this side of 45, and this of 45. And we know that this is going to have a different area to a parallelogram like this. Sorry, a different perimeter than a parallelogram like this. So we know that this is not sufficient. Let's consider them together. So we know that the base is 10. We have an angle of 45, and the top of 10, and then another angle of 45. So if we drop this down like this, we know that this is a right angle triangle, and we know that the height is 10. So this makes an isosceles triangle. So we know, since the sides are the same and we have a right angle, we know that the remaining sides are 45 degrees. And since we know these two sides, x and x, we know that the remaining side, which is root 2x, root 2 times 10. And we know that this is the same with here. And we know that this is 10. So we now know the perimeter, and this means that both statements together are sufficient.